Hey everyone, it's a beautiful Sunday morning. We don't have sun since the morning, and it's a slightly overcast kind of weather. No rains yet, but I think rains are expected in the evening. So I thought, since I got some time today, I thought of getting started with my videos again. The waterproofing work that was happening on my terrace is almost over. It's not completed yet, but it's almost over. So I thought it's nothing more auspicious than to start with a video of this beautiful Portulacaria Afra. This is a tree that I grew from a cutting from my mother tree. Almost, it's a tree that is around 6 to 7 years old. I allowed it to grow in a big pot, and you can see how beautiful this tree has come up. Today I will show you a basic pruning video of this tree. So let's get started, guys. You can see that the tree is coming up beautiful. It has a lovely taper at the base, and it has ramified very beautifully. So let's get started with the pruning process. So stay tuned, guys. Please keep watching. I always feel Portulacaria Afras or jade trees are the trees of the future because as you're aware, earth is getting depleted with water day by day. So I can imagine this tree still thriving in those conditions where there'll be not much water left. So that's why I have a lot of respect for this tree. It does not need much water, as you're aware. It's like a succulent, or it's a succulent for that matter, and it thrives in less water conditions. Sometimes I even miss watering my Portulacaria Afras for almost a month, but still the tree survives. So this is the tree of the future, and we definitely need to respect it. So let's get started with the pruning. As you are aware, I always look at the tree very carefully throughout, rotate it and see how the tree looks, which angle will be more appropriate for keeping as a front of the tree for the design, and which angle should be the back. So first of all, admire the tree from all directions. I feel, looking at this tree, since the tree is leaning towards this side, you can see the top of the tree is leaning towards the front. So I would say this is the front of the tree, and I will get started with the pruning based on this. So I always prune from the bottommost branch. We'll get started with this bottommost branch. I'll first of all remove those branches which are like these are branches which have overgrown, does not add value to the design of the tree that I'm looking for, and then I will slowly do finer pruning to give that final shape to the tree. So let's get started with the pruning. I have a lot of Portulacaria Afras. I don't feel like throwing the branches away. Always make sure that I do some cuttings, and also I like to share this tree, the saplings of this tree, with family and friends. It can be a beautiful gift to your near and dear ones. And it's a very hardy tree. It's very difficult to kill Portulacaria Afra, as long as you're taking the basic care, like not watering it much. It can thrive in any kind of soil. It needs very less attention. People can easily go on their vacations and breaks. The tree is durable. The only two things it needs is less water, maybe once a week, and good nutritious soil, a lot of nitrogen rich soil, and good fertilizer, maybe once or twice a month, and the tree will, and obviously it needs sunlight. The more the sunlight, the better the tree grows. I'm first removing those branches that are straight coming towards the top of the tree to compete with the apex of the tree. So I'm going to remove those first. one Portulacaria Afra. This is almost a 50-year-old tree, and in any important ceremony of the house or family, I make sure that I bring down the tree and kind of display it. You might have seen the tree in my videos. I posted many videos of the tree. This is a ever unforgiving tree because it always lets you do that hard pruning. It takes that hard pruning, takes any kind of soil. Normally I plant Portulacaria Afras in a very free draining soil. Use a mixture of leca or burnt clay, and then I use some pumice, some grit, some brick pieces, some cinder. So as much as possible I make sure that the soil is well draining, and since my trees are on the terrace, it receives the full sun throughout the day and they look pretty happy. And I occasionally feed it with NPK fertilizer, the 19-19-19 as we get it in the market, and along with some micronutrients. That itself keeps the tree healthy and going. And for my mature ones, the one that you saw, the 50-year-old tree, I normally use Osmocoat, which is a slow release fertilizer. For any of the trees that are in the bonsai pots, or most of the trees that are in the bonsai pots, I normally use Osmocoat. That does not put too much of pressure on the tree. I don't want them to grow vigorously. I want them to grow slowly, so I feed them with Osmocoat. For the trees that are in growing pots, I normally feed them with high NPK, that is fertilizer that has high nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium, so that the tree can grow vigorously and I can shape as the tree grows. As you know, the more you shape, the better the tree becomes with age. You can see how the tree is coming up to shape slowly. I still need to do some pruning. That's the apex. In the spring season, when I repot my trees, I also make sure that I completely defoliate Portulacaria Afras. It takes well to complete defoliation as well. It looks beautiful, and you can see those fresh young leaves. It really adds a lot of beauty and color to your garden when those beautiful leaves sprout. I'm just making sure that you can see all the branches. It has ramified very well. The tree looks beautiful from all the sides. Now I'll make sure that there are spaces in between the branches so that we can see each branch distinctively. And any branches that are going back towards the trunk, I'm removing those. This will form a beautiful uro, and that adds a good feature to the tree. I'll do some fine pruning on the tree. You can see the tree has got basic shape. I'll do some now I'll do a fine pruning of the tree. The basic pruning which I intended to do is done, where you can see the tree has started to get shape. Now I'll remove any parallel and conflicting branches, and also remove those extra branches which is not going to add value to the design. So stay tuned and keep watching. You can see just as an example, you can see in this branch there are some more new branches that are emerging from the base. So I don't need this because this is a bigger branch which is here, so I'll remove these. Don't want them to grow. This one as well, this will conflict with this branch, so I'm going to remove this as well. So it should be branching like a fan, right? You can see how my fingers look. So it's all should be widespread and with spaces in between, so that when we see from the naked eyes, it should be all the branches should be well visible and not like going over each other. Many people keep asking me how to create that branch structure. So this is an example, right? So you can see how I'm pruning the branches to create that structure for the tree. Now you can see in this entire branch, you can see each sub branches distinctively, right? You have this is the first branch, small one. I think new leaves will sprout here. This is the second branch, third branch. I may need to remove this. This is the fourth branch, and then this is the fifth branch, and then we have the sixth branch. So you can see how well distributed the branch structure looks. So when the tree sprouts back new leaves, it will have new leaves in all these branches which are left. It will look very beautiful. Sometimes I also remove the bigger leaves with my hands. So likewise, I will do the same procedure for throughout the tree. Wherever we have conflicting branches emanating from the base or from the sides, I'll remove those. Just keep the ones that I need to keep for designing the tree. So it is important to spend time to create that structure each time you prune, because the idea is to ensure that sunlight reaches each of the branches and there are no conflicting branches, so that the tree gets good growth overall. This portion, you can see this is a big one that I removed, but what's going to happen is this is going to dry off, and this is going to fall off, just like an example is this. It's going to just dry off and fall off, and then it will create a beautiful character like a uro there. So it will add more characters to the tree. I love working on jades, although some of the masters say that this is, or it has not been recognized as a bonsai tree, but I do love Portulacaria Afras, and I have a lot of them in my collection as well. In fact, I'm also developing a Shohin size Portulacaria Afra. You might have seen the video of the tree. That's coming up very well. I potted it in a bonsai pot recently, and that tree is coming up really nice. Within a couple of weeks time, you will see full branches sprouting on this tree, and I'll definitely post a video then. The tree will look very, very beautiful when you see those new branches. thinking of I'm thinking if I should remove this branch, but I'll leave it for now. Let's see how that goes, and then remove that in the future if needed, but right now I think it looks okay. This branch as well, you can see I cannot see the branch structure, so again I have to remove the ones that's not adding value. It's, in my words, it's called, I think, fanning out of the branches, right? Make sure that each branch is widespread, can be seen easily. And this applies not only to Portulacaria Afra, any bonsai that you create. This creation of the branch structure is so important, so that the tree receives light that it needs. Every branch receives the light that it needs for producing food and the photosynthesis process. Any yellow leaves and all I just remove. This one I think I need it, so you can see how well that structure looks, the branch structure I'm talking about. Let me do the same thing with this branch. I'll continue creating that branch structure, and stay tuned to. You can see how few of my Portulacaria Afras look. This is the 50-year-old tree that I was referring to. This is the Shohin size that I'm developing now, and this is another tree which is around 10 years old. I'm working on all of these trees. I just love Portulacaria Afras. Here is how the tree looks post that pruning. You can see how beautiful the tree looks. I still need to remove some basic branches which are not going to add much value to the design. There's another one here which is a succulent branch which is going right at the bottom. Within a month's time you'll see this tree lush green again. I think I'm almost done with the pruning. This is how the tree looks, guys. It looks very beautiful from all the sides. Let me show you how it looks from all the sides. Let me turn it the other way around. It looks beautiful from this side as well, just like a tree in nature. And yeah, well, I can imagine this tree to be in a bonsai pot, and it will look very, very beautiful. So thank you so much, friends, for watching. Hope you guys like this video. So stay tuned for other videos that are coming up. I'm slowly going to bring my trees back to shape, so I'm going to post those videos. And apologies for not posting some videos since a long time, because as you're aware, my terrace was undergoing waterproofing. So now that it's completed, I thought of posting this quick video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Thank you.